sorry. That was accident.
My name is Dave Coupe. I work for Parts Unlimited 40 hours a week, and out here probably 45 hours a week. Well, how I got started is back probably about 15 years ago, I found a bike that I used to race in 1973, and I restored it and put it in my office. I found this from a gentleman in Oroville, and it was just like my first original race bike that I raced back in 1973. So I restored it back with my same numbers and the same R, and you know, everything that I remembered and had pictures of from '74 I still have. So when I got the bike, I restored it to just how I raced one back in the '73 days. You know, down to the plastic levers I found, to the kill button I found in Modesto, which was a year process to find. And my nickname was a Flying Frenchman back when I was on a mini bike, so I had the guy paint the gas tank like I had it painted back in '73. So he repainted the tank for me. And then we also moved the shocks up to get more travel. This was kind of before they did it from the factory, so we'd move the shocks up to get more rear wheel travel. What else did we do to this? And we replaced the metal fenders with plastic fenders. And then from then on I got hooked, and one bike went to 2 to 4 to 150, I think. A lot of people knowing I've collected them over the years, so a lot of people just call me and have them sitting on the side of their house or something and want to get rid of them. So I go pick them up, regardless of the shape, I just take them anyway because I can use them for parts. Yesterday I was down at the racetrack and I brought home 2 or 3 frames and some tanks and some wheels, and I just put them in the pile, and I might use them someday. When I usually get a bike to restore, I try to get one that's pretty much all there, so I can take all the bolts that are original on it, and I can glass bead them, and I can take them to a cadmium plater or a clear zinc plater, and he replayed all the original stuff, which makes it a little more valuable that it's all original. It's tough to make a complete original bike unless it's all there to start with. A lot of times I'll see a picture of something that sparks my interest, and I will just go off that, or if I have, say, maybe a gas tank that's already restored, or and then you can build a whole bike around a gas tank if you just have a gas tank, or say a set of shocks or a water-cooled head or something different. So just something like that will spark your interest, and then you go forward with it. I have a '76 Osa Phantom, that's one of my favorites, and all my Makos. I'm kind of a Mako fanatic, so I like all my Makos. I have just about every year Mako. I'm only missing a couple years of Makos, so I'm trying to look for those last few years. I'm missing a 1975 and a 1980, so I'm only missing 2 out of the 15-year run of those Makos. This one here is a year 2000 Cannondale. Cannondale, the bicycle company, went into motorcycles in 2000, and they were the first ones that kind of spun the motor around, and they put the exhaust out the rear and the intake in the front, kind of like the new 2010 Yamahas are that way now. Cannondale did it 12 years ago. This was probably an $8,000 motorcycle back in year 2000, which was pretty expensive for a brand new 4-stroke that they didn't work that well, but they were working to get the bugs out. And the 440 was a step in the right direction, but it all ended shortly after that. I just love restoring bikes and riding bikes and working on them, and it's kind of my life.